I'm not quite sure how you get a draw playing Zoo.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, evidently.
You can draw with any deck.
Evidently it's possible.
Porges cracking a pair of fetch lands. He's going to go all the way down to 14 here to get 2 duels. Tenjum had to turn 1 Birds of Paradise. We are in post-board games here. Of course, it means he has cards like Dramoka's Command available. Pyro. He even plays Pyroclasm. He'll play Experiment 1 into Burning Tree Emissary into Experiment 1. So that he had to do that on turn 2 is actually kind of awkward because now the Experiment 1's only a 1/1.
Right. Yeah, presumably the Experiment 1 was the draw for this turn.
I would think so, right?
Right.
It is Kitchen Finks for Tenjum. That is the card he wants to see in these types of matchups. Back to Porges. Kitchen Finks. So see what Porges has. To get by Kitchen Finks, it's not easy. I guess it is. Here's Path to Exile. That is the cleanest answer he has, but it gives Andrew a land early in the game.
Right.
An attack for 3 will put Tenjum down to 15.
Porges has picked up a white-bordered red card. And going over the list, I don't readily recognize the art. I believe it's Pyroclasm, yes.
Yep.
So those seem to have come in. Right now, it kills all of his own creatures.
Yeah, he'll have to wait before that card does anything. He's down to 2 cards in hand. I believe he was on a mulligan this game.
Okay, mulligan on top of drawing a card that kills your entire team. Not a great start.
For Tenjum, it's going to be Voice of Resurgence into Malira Silvok Outcast. Voice of Resurgence is just another card I don't want to see if I'm the Zoo player.
Yeah, though for Porges now, I like just attacking the Burning Tree Emissary. If you're lucky, the Voice of Resurgence jumps in front. You
and
can
then you
use
can
the Pyroclasm,
everything?
yes.
Yeah, I would reset the board.
It's making the best of a bad situation, so I assume that that's the attack that we're going to be seeing on this turn.
Keep in mind, this clock of 8 minutes, 30 seconds between the players, that is correct for time remaining in the round.
Okay, and this could be the matchup that we saw the draw in earlier. I could see this being a drawn-out affair.
And that's the attack you mentioned. So here's Burning Tree Emissary at Tenjum. A fishy attack indeed. It makes you wonder whether or not Tenjum saw the Klasm game too. And he's gonna take the bait. So here's the block. It's a win for Porges. He'll get the Elemental token.
Well, it ends up being a 3 for 3. We threw away a creature in combat. We sweep up 3 creatures on the opponent's side with our card, and we lose our other creature.
What do you think of this? Porges is not happy enough for the 3 for 3. He wants more. Well, the 2 for, yeah. He's passing the turn after this block happens.
So it seems greedy to me.
Well, if he decides he has no more creatures in hand, if what he needs to win is a 5 for 1, maybe he has to play toward it.
Yeah. If Tenjum just untaps and plays like Birds of
Bird,
Paradise, Viscera
Township.
Seer.
Could work. The danger would be that Tenjum just plays like Gavany Township.
Well,
Birds of Paradise and attack. This is a win for Porges.
Noble Hierarch, a play from Tenjum. Maybe we're getting him.
Right, that would be the danger though if Tenjum just had played a Township that turn, then the Klasm would be off the board.
Yeah, Township would be problematic. I suppose the deck doesn't really play 3 toughness creatures. They're not gonna. They could. There are 2 Wall of Roots in Tenjum's deck. So I guess we could play these 2 5 toughness things, and then the Elemental token will be able to survive Pyroclasm. Yeah, there's not really a ton going on. Though there was the question of whether Tenjum would continue to commit to it.
The swing is for 6. Porges deciding if he wants to chump block, I suppose. The chump block just seems too fishy, right? So I think he's trying to sell the bluff. He's trying to get Tenjum to commit more.
Well, Tenjum already played a creature pre-combat. It was an exalted creature, but Tenjum attacked with 2 creatures.
Cash it in. No, he's going to take the full 8. He wants more. It's not going to work. Razor Verge Thicket for Tenjum and a pass. Porges down to 8. Draw for the turn appears to be a Reckless Bushwhacker.
Yeah, so the hand, we have a Tarkus Command, Reckless Bushwhacker, Pyroclasm. Not sure what the other card is, but... Geez, once again, not casting the Clasm.
He's really milking this one.
I like
That's another swing and a chump block this time for Porges.
I like the block now.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, what he's bluffing, what he's selling is, man, I am just so stuck on land. I have nothing I can cast. Woe is me.
Yep.
Tenjum not buying it this time. He just plays another land and passes.
And I'm not sure the content of Tenjum's hand. Maybe he committed the Hierarch trying to get the Pyroclasm out because he just has collected companies.
Okay, and he just won't play any more. There'll be a Clasm and Tenjum can end of turn collected company and then win.
Yeah.
Porges down to 4 off this stomping ground. He will play Pyroclasm. All right, that will sweep all the creatures away. Why did he shock? We'll see what the play is. And just says go.
I gotta say, I'm vexed.
Well, Tenjum will recover his last cards, a land and a Malira.
Leaving up Lightning Bolt mana, possibly.
That could be, he doesn't have a Lightning Bolt. Oh, now he does. Bolts away the Malira. And now Reckless Bushwhacker with Surge will swing in for 2. Tenjum down to 14.
Yeah, I guess just the idea is if you can kill me from 4, you can kill me from 6.
But this is interesting. Porges has actually leveraged the Pyroclasm to turn this game around. Now, he's got a ways to go, but there's an Atarka's Command in his hand.
And a Path to Exile.
So Porges may still be in this. Tenjum, you see, fetching a Godless Shrine into play tapped.
Yeah, Porges has a number of things covered, though a collected company would be huge for Tenjum here.
Yeah, something like that would be pretty hard to beat. An Eternal Witness.
Yeah, just some kind of 2-for-1.
Draws and passes the turn for Tenjum. Curd Ape is the draw for Porges. We go back over. Here is Bushwhacker. Is there a company? Is there something on Tenjum's side? A Court of Calling and anything? It's going to be Abrupt Decay. That'll take care of the Bushwhacker. It does cost 3 mana, even though we rarely see it cast that way.
Yeah. Abrupt Decay is fine.
Yeah, buys him a turn.
It's not exactly what he was looking for.
Here's Curd Ape. Go back to Tenjum. He is waiting for that top deck. Green, white. It is Scavenging Ooze. Huge draw here. There's a look at least 3 green mana available and plenty of creatures in the graveyard to fuel.
This was a great top deck.
Well, there's the Path to Exile and Porges' hand, so that's what that's going to take care of. But Tenjum will gain some life.
Right. This will buy some time. Forces the Path to Exile, so like a Kitchen Finks can come down and actually be worth 2 cards with that Path to Exile gone. There's plenty of Magic left to play in this game.
Scavenging Ooze will go to work on the creatures in the graveyard. And here is Atarka's Command. Porges is going to use it now to deny life gain and deal 3 to Andrew. Figures it's not getting too much better.
So this is a small amount of life to prevent your opponent from gaining, but with
1.
the Path to Exile,
yeah.
We want the Ooze to go as big as possible. I think there's enough creatures that a second one could still be quite large, though.
Well, isn't Atarka's Command always worth 4 damage? It could be pump your guys and shoot them, you know. This is more or less making it worth 4.
Yeah, it's difficult to make it worth less.
This is fine. He cashes it in for 4. Tenjum down to 10.
And now
up to 12.
We know that Tenjum won't be casting a collected company this turn.
Path to Exile on the Scavenging Ooze. Swing for Crodape, Tenjum down to 10. And here's Burning Tree Emissary from Porges.
Okay, we have a 3-turn clock.
A lot of lands are out of Tenjum's deck right now, though. He'll need to miss a few crucial draw steps.
Yeah, quite a lot of good draws.
Gavany Township, that's a miss.
Right. Also, Porges has some draws that can speed up his clock significantly.
Sure. A swing here. Tenjum's last card is Path to Exile. It'll exile away the Crodape. So Porges will get 2 damage in, is now 8-4 as Porges finds a 4th land. Land count here, just a night and day story. That's Porges' 4th land. For Tenjum, he has 9 in play. Could Collected Company and Township in the same turn.
I think the company on its own is what he needs.
Yeah, that'll win.
But I'm a fan of gravy.
And here's the drive from Tenjum. It is a copy of Collected Company. He had been looking for it all game. Now we spin it and find some creatures. And he finds it and he misses.
Wow.
It finds one creature and it's just Viscera Seer. Oh my goodness. And we're now in extra turns.
That's insane. That was a horrible whiff for Tenjum.
A swing of Burning Tree Emissary from Porges. And now he'll play his own copy of Scavenging Ooze.
Oh, jeez. That's going to be a 4-4 before Porges is able to untap on the following turn.
Yeah, so here's Scavenging Ooze. We'll get an exact turn count here, but Porges might be able to win this. Yeah, this is turn 0. Turn time is called during Porges'
So on
turn.
that turn, Tenjum had the option to activate Township, make the Seer a 2-2, trade with the Burning Tree Emissary. I believe his line of thought was on the following turn, he'll be able to make it a 3-3 and block profitably. The Scavenging Ooze breaks that wide open.
Well, yeah, I mean, he might, if he knows that turns are coming up, there's also concern of if he trades away his only creature, how does he win inside of turns?
Also true.
But this is just a disaster right now. He found the Collected Company. He had been drawing very poorly. He finds it, and then fate, so cruel, whiffs the Collected Company.
That was brutal.
Well, see if the deck can serve up another one.
A better one.
Yeah, give him another company that finds just Viscera Seer.
Yeah, that would not be enough here.
So Porges exiles. Exiling here to go up to, it looks like 5. He's going to leave up 1 green just in case a combo rears its head. Turn 1 is Tenjum's first turn. Many lands in play. He needs to be able to survive it. He'll just pass the turn. Porges trying to decide, can he afford to grow that ooze a little more? If you could get the ooze all up to 6/6, I think it's worth it to do it.
Certainly. Could find another green source with that Arid Mesa.
Yeah, he's worried about taking down mana and getting comboed.
Yeah, if we have Collected Company into the combo exactly.
Yeah, but you may need to try to go for the win.
It's also problematic if Tenjum companies or chords into Kitchen Finks and just sacrifices it just one time to gain 2 life with the Seer.
Turn 2 is for Porges. He does have enough green mana that a chump block on the ooze is forced. He could pump it all the way to 6. He'll swing just Scavenging Ooze. And we'll get a final attack here. Deciding what he wants to swing. Yeah, it turns out now he's decided aggression is the better part of the day. He'll swing both.
So the Emissary, in the face of Seer plus Township, the Seer is already a 2-2. It could be a 3-3 and just eat the Emissary. However, the Scavenging Ooze threatens to be lethal on its own.
Yeah, 3 green stars. And you see Tenjum, he's putting the Seer in front of the ooze. So the correct play figured out by Porges. He's going to get 2 free damage off this. Porges will pass before damage. Tenjum, no activation on Township.
Yep, just wants to scry.
He'll scry 1. Takes 2, he goes to 4. And scry to the bottom off the Seer. Oh my goodness. And another Burning Tree Emissary for Porges. He'll make 2 mana, red and green. Exile something with the green mana.
Now with Tenjum down to 4, we have a Scavenging Ooze that's lethal on its own, and 2 other creatures that combined are lethal.
1 creature won't be enough,
right,
unless it's Kitchen Finks.
Yes.
Tenjum's got a draw step to work with. Here's turn 3. Does he have a blocker?
Murderous Redcap could also hold on. Could kill one of the emissaries and then block the Scavenging Ooze.
It's Anafenza, and he'll pass. Porges is turn 4. On board, Porges has lethal.
He has some draws that can make it more lethal as well. Tenjum hanging out with the mystery card.
If it's a removal spell, then I think we would have already... If it's a removal spell, you would have seen Path Your Guy activate Township last turn. There's no way, right?
Yeah.
Turn 4, I think Porges may have this in turns. He'll go ahead and fetch on the end step now that he's up to a healthy 7 life, back down to 6. What a comeback. We had Tenjum at 12, Porges all the way back we had to Pyroclasm away his own team.
Yeah, there was a couple turns there where I was worried that Porges was trying to be a little bit too clever.
He was going too low on life, but maybe just low enough.
Yeah.
He really got rewarded for it, and it's been close enough that he needed those life points.
Definitely. Here's
turn 4. This is Porges' last turn. It's his last chance to win. Can he pull off the victory? How about Path to Exile? That will do it. Willie Porges undefeated, 8-0-1, defeating Andrew Tenjum in such a turnaround at the end there.
Oh yeah. Number 20 on our leaderboard currently, making inroads on making that a smaller number going forward.
So congratulations to Willie Porges. He'll join the ranks of the undefeated along with Andrew Main tomorrow.